نحمده ونستعينه ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فقال الله تبارك وتعالى في شأن حبيبه إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله وسلم عليك وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا حبيب الله. My respected brothers and sisters and children, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Through this video, I would like to clarify something very important to all of us. That is, when Eid-ul-Fitr will be announced and who we are following. So, Alhamdulillah, Islamic Supreme Council of Canada across our country, Canada, has more than 22 masajid affiliated with Islamic Supreme Council of Canada. And until 2017, in fact 2018 as well, across the country, our masajid were following the moon sighting announcements of Hilal Committee, Toronto Hilal Committee. But in 2018, there was something happened which was not acceptable to a lot of people, including us. And what that happened that in 2018, when there were some witnesses from United States, specifically Houston and Virginia, when those ulama and the member of the Muslim community witnessed the moon for Ramadan and for Eid, the Hilal Committee of Toronto refused to accept their witnesses. And since at that time our representative was attending the meetings, moon sighting meetings in Toronto Hilal Committee, he saw very clear bias and why Toronto Hilal Committee refused to accept the witnesses from Houston and from Virginia, because those people were Ahl Sunnah wal Jamaat. And when I say Ahl Sunnah wal Jamaat, means those ulama and those brothers and sisters from the Muslim community, they were, alhamdulillah, what we believe, that Durud al-Salam al-Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, we call them Ahl Sunnat wal Jamaat, the followers, Imam ala Hazrat Rahmatullah alayh. So we saw a very clear sectarianism. So we decided that we are going to break our ties, our affiliation with the Toronto Hilal Committee, and we will establish our own Hilal Committee. So therefore, and we have almost, alhamdulillah, 22 highly qualified scholars from around the world. Plus, we have very reputed scholars from the United States and in South Americas as well. So, alhamdulillah, Hilal Committee of Canada was established in 2008, early 19. And Hazrat Allama Maulana Muhammad Ghalib Hussain Akbar Chishti Maddazillah al-Ali, he was elected as the chairperson for the Hilal Committee of Canada, and he is the Imam al-Khatib Jami Masjid Noor Medina in Montreal. And he works across the country with various scholars, and those qualified scholars, some of them are studied in Jamia al-Azhar, some studied in Saudi Arabia in Imam Muhammad ibn Saud University, some studied in Jamia Islamia in Madinatul Munawwara, in Pakistan, in South Africa, in Mauritius, and many India, and many other places. So, so alhamdulillah, it's a very diverse group that work together. So these scholars came together and established the Hilal Committee of Canada. So across the country, our masajid and some other masajid, those who alhamdulillah have understanding with us, they are part of this Hilal Committee of Canada. Hilal Committee of Canada was established in 2019. So when this current Ramadan started, especially in Toronto area, there was a lot of misunderstanding that you used to follow Toronto Hilal Committee, but they did not announce the fasting, and they did fast one day later. So people were confused, upset, that why. So I'm just trying to clarify that we do not follow Toronto Hilal Committee. We follow Hilal Committee of Canada, whose chairman is Hazrat Allama Ghalib Hussain Akbar Chishti Sahab, who has members across the country from various masajid, and they are very highly qualified scholars. Why Hilal Committee of Canada has to establish, as I mentioned, because we saw sectarianism, Deobandi Barelvi issue in Toronto Hilal Committee, and that's why we broke away our affiliation from them. We do not believe in sectarianism. And then what happened? When this Ramadan also started, the people who witnessed moon sighting back in 2018, which was not accepted by Toronto Hilal Committee, because those were Brailvis, let me put it this way, in blunt language, they were Brailvis, and they said, no, we're not going to accept. They are not reliable. So those ulama and brothers from Houston, this Ramadan, current Ramadan, 2020 Ramadan, did not accept the witness for moon sighting of the start of Ramadan from San Diego and from California, other places, because they said those are Deobandis. And that's what has started this whole moon sighting issue as a sectarianism. And we want to stay away from this Deobandi Barelvi issue. Because we know, Alhamdulillah, in Pakistan, Mufti Munibur Rahman Sahib, who is from the Ahl Sunnah al Jamaat and so-called Barelvi school of thought, he works with the Shias, he works with the Deobandis, Ahl Hadith, Ghair Mukallid, and all kind of people are there in the committee, and they all work together to announce the moon. But here, people started, when sectarianism, we want to stay away from that sectarianism, because moon sighting is not a sectarian issue. Moon sighting is not the issue of jurisprudence. Moon sighting is not the issue of who is the biggest scholar and who is a smallest scholar. No, moon sighting, Alhamdulillah, Hilal Committee of Canada, their criteria is that we follow the commandment, the hadith, the directions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We believe in moon sighting. We will not follow the calendar, because the Isna calendar is good, I believe, but it has a very serious shortcomings. Because Isna calendar has been calculated based upon the birth of the moon, and after birth, just few minutes, its visibility, which is in many cases, many times, has been proven that it is not possible to witness the moon. So their calendar, we could have followed it, but their calendar lacks the criteria of the commandment of Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam. So we do not follow. We do not follow Saudi announcement, because Saudi announcement many times have been proven that science says it is impossible that anybody could have seen moon in Saudi Arabia, but they announced the moon that it has been seen. I do not know. We believe in science. So when science is saying that it is not possible, not difficult, not possible, even with binocular to see the moon in Saudi Arabia, but they have announced many times moon. I do not know who sees that kind of moon. So we do not trust Saudi announcement. We do not believe in sectarianism, Deobandi, Barelvi, these kind of things we want to stay away from, at least for the moon sighting. And then we follow the criteria of Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam. So Hilal Committee of Canada follows the criteria of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, defined by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that moon has to be sighted at least 2 witnesses. And those 2 witnesses, when they say that we are Muslim and they recite Kalma Sharif, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh, that's it. The sectarianism is a different level, and that should be dealt differently, not in the moon sighting. So, and then also the Hilal Committee of Canada, their matla is not just Toronto area. Like Toronto Hilal Committee has a very narrow matla, and that's why they announce very quickly. They do not wait that let the sun set in the west. Hilal Committee of Canada, their matla is the entire continent of North America and the entire continent of South America. That includes Latin America automatically. So in Latin America, in Caribbean, South America, and the North America, anyone, 2 witnesses will see the moon. We will announce the moon, inshallah. So that's why I want to clarify this thing. Please spread this video. At least people should not have misunderstanding that Jami Riyadul Jannah in Mississauga, especially in that area, there is a lot of contention and we want to clarify that we will not follow the announcement of Toronto Hilal Committee. We will follow the announcement of Hilal Committee of Canada, and Allama Ghalib Hussain Akbar Chishti from Montreal, he will announce that, and he will consult, by the way, he consults always, because it's a new organization, just less than 2 years old, and they are establishing their network, and they already have established connections in Islamic centers in South America, in Caribbean, across the country of continent of North America, in Canada, as well as in United States and Mexico. So alhamdulillah, they are now quite established. So please don't get confused. Hilal Committee of Canada will wait for the sunset in the west. If it is not visible in the east first, then we will wait. May Allah guide us to follow the commandment of Rasulullah ﷺ. We do not want to please anyone. We want to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ. Any brother who wants to discuss anything, have a question, please reach out to Allama Ghalib Hussain Akbar Chishti Sahab. You can Google Jami Masjid Noor Madina and their phone numbers. They have a Facebook page also, Jami Masjid Noor Madina, and you can reach out to Allama Ghalib Hussain Akbar Chishti, inshallah. Or you can call me if you want to. And my phone number is 416-994-5467. 416-994-5467. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.